Are you tired of feeling like you do no damage on YSS? I feel like we can fight. And you want to do stuff like this? He just chug beer and okay.
Can we kill this guy? Nice one. Maniac? Save it, go, go, go! Nice!
Then you have found the right video. Today we'll be going over his skills, build plus emblem, as well as some secret settings that will improve your gameplay immediately. We will also go over a game plan on what to do and what to avoid doing by analyzing one of my high rank YSS matches in solo queue. I have over 1,000 games on YSS with a pretty high win rate, so I've been using him for a few years now. Especially after the revamp, he's probably the best jungler in the game. Joe! He's probably the best jungler in the game right now. So you wanna learn him, right? You wanna use him right. You wanna learn how to farm. You wanna learn how to scale with him. You gotta know his limits. So all of this I will teach you guys in this video. If you're new here, hello, I'm Desz. I'm unemployed and I've reached top 3 NACT, played in Liga Latam 2023, along with other official Moonton tournaments. I was also Global 1 Lancelot last season and I also reached 1,000 stars. Also guys, I will be starting to do some personal coaching along with Hajun, which he's already experienced with all this coaching, so I'll be starting out with, I'm doing a collab with him. We're gonna be doing it together. It's gonna be at the top of the description every time. You just have to click the link, join my Discord, and it's gonna send you right here to this little channel. It's gonna have all the information you need. All you have to do, obviously, if you agree with all the terms and the price, you just message me on Discord. As you guys can see here, I have 26,000 rank games. That's part of it. I also played every role before, so it doesn't matter what role you play. We can try our best to help you out. We have a lot of knowledge as we've watched a lot of tournaments in the past. There will also be a link for Loot Bar, which is a website that you can get all of the diamonds on your purchases for free. LML is not the only game, you can also do it for others, but make sure you use my link as that will give me 10% commission. So you'll be getting diamonds for cheaper and you will also be helping me out. Do not worry about the site, everything's safe. A lot of content creators work with this company. So yeah. Okay, so to briefly explain Yusenshin's passive, as you guys may know, he has a bow. He has a bow and he has a sword. So it's long range and melee. Alright. Like you guys see here, it's gonna do 2 attacks, 2 enhanced attacks, right? So long distance. Alright. So you're gonna have, bro, shut up, bro. You're gonna have 2 enhanced basic attack for each of your weapons as long as you keep switching them. So let's say I shoot this along twice with the bow. It's no longer gonna be enhanced, so I'll have to go close to him to do it twice. So the first one is 70% damage, damage boost, and the second one will be only 55. So that's why you see most people do this, because the first attack just does way more damage. So the trick to keeping this is like walking forward, hitting it, and going back. Then you do that, you do that repetitively. You just do this. That's what you see people doing. Because the first one is always gonna do 70%. Remember that. Also, every time you use your passive, it will grant you 50% movement. Then we got YSS first skill. So what this does is every time you dash, you do damage. If you dash directly towards them, it does some damage, alright? It also gives you temporary immunity, so you're immune to stuns. And then after you use it, every time you use your passive, your cooldown on your first skill is gonna go down, as you guys can see. Well, I have infinite cooldown here. Hold on. So let's say I dash here. If I start using my passive, as you guys can see, my first skill starts reducing by 1 second each time I use the passive. So this skill can be really good to to just engage or disengage, depending on the situation. It can be used for a lot of outplays a lot of times. Okay, next up we got YSS second skill. As you guys can see, you can read it if you want. Basically, you can tap it or hold it. If you're close range, it's good to tap it, The long range one, you can hold it and it's gonna do a lot more damage the longer you hold it. So you want to do this to maximize your damage. You know, you can poke from afar. As you guys can see, that range is pretty huge. And also your second skill resets your passive as well. So let's say I use 2 basic attacks on this long range. As you guys can see, hold on. Okay, my bow, I don't have my passive anymore. So just by tapping it, I can reset it, as you guys can see. Or holding it, it doesn't really matter, but just by using your second skill, your passive will reset, and it's gonna help you out with your combos a lot during the actual games. Okay, as you guys may know, Yuzun did get revamped, so his ult changed a little bit. You guys know before, you just used to shoot up at the sky and then it would hit all 5 enemies. But now he basically pulls out a bow, which is crazy, that gives you like 70% movement speed, which decays to like 20%. This will also, if I'm not mistaken, like let's say, okay, I have no passive, right? When I shoot it, my passive resets. Not only that, this is also a stun, guys. So you can use this to stun the enemies. You can also dash while this is active, which is insane to me. And then, you know, your ult also does damage and it slows them down, which is... Okay, just casting it doesn't reset your passive, as you can see. But once you release it, your passive will be resetted as well. So keep that in mind. Okay, so for his emblem, you obviously want to go Assassin emblem. For the first talent, you're gonna want to go Thrill. Always, this is the most common one that everybody should use. They use this in MPL, they use in... Okay, for the second one, Season Hunter. It's a must, obviously, for jungle. And for the third one, a lot of people do run Killing Spree, but there's also people that go Warcry, which was a little bit popular when this emblem first came out, but people stopped using it slowly over time. And then you can also go Quantum Charge. I'll say the main two would be Quantum Charge and Killing Spree. This is just preference. Right now, I do prefer Killing Spree, but Quantum Charge can also give you a lot of outplay potential. But I think right now, Killing Spree is better if you want to use it on most of your junglers. Okay, for his build, right now, even in MPL, there's a lot of people that use either blue or red tree, okay? This is just preference. I've tried both. A lot of people tried both. It's just preference. Basically, do you want to do more damage while making the enemy do less damage with the red tree? Or do you want more movement speed while slowing the enemy down with the blue red tree? You can try both, see whichever, you know, which one you like better. And as for the builds, you want to go City Boots most of the time. Yo, bro, don't make me on that, people, right now. I'm doing a tutorial, sometimes very situationally, you could go Tough Boots, in my opinion, if they do have a lot of damage. I don't really think people used to go it a lot, but a lot of people just go cooldown boots now, you know, so that you can spam all of your abilities. Very rarely you could go Armor Boots. And don't recommend it though, unless you're against, like, you know, you against a Fanny, you don't want to get roasted, you could go Armor Boots into like War Axe or something. But usually you just want to go for this, okay? As for your first item, you want to go Honor Strike. Honor Strike, as you guys may know, is a really good early game item. Most junglers that have this on their kit build it first, especially because of the Fury Hammer, and it also gives you a lot of physical attack, which is really good for YSS. Okay, second item, this could depend on the game. You know, some people in MPO, they go BOD. Okay, second item, it gives you a big power spike once you get this too. But the most common thing to do is to go War Axe, okay? After Honor Strike, you go War Axe, then Endless Battle. Okay, this gives you a lot of sustain, it gives you some true damage. As you guys can see, it gives you Spellbound for sustain, HP. It's just really good overall. It synergizes well with his passive, because as you guys may know, you're gonna want to keep attacking and stuff. Okay, then you go Endless. Every time you use an ability, basically you do true damage. You also get a lot of lifesteal, which is really good combined with this. After this, you go BOD. This just synergizes really well with true damage and just scaling heroes overall, because it gives you so much physical attack. It also gives you a damage boost when the enemies are low, as you can see. Last item, you could go Penetration, but depending on the enemy comp, sometimes you can go Sea Halberd, sometimes you can go Winter Crown. This all depends, okay? You gotta adapt and change your build around. But usually this is, you know, the standard build. You can add some things right here like Immortality, Rose Gold if you want to item swap to make it easier. And yeah, that'll be it for his emblem, guys. Okay, as for his settings, something that I really recommend is this setting right here. Okay, it's called basic attack smart targeting. Basically, turning this on, guys, it means you get to hold your basic attack and choose who you want your hero to lock on. A lot of people overlook this setting. I used it a lot, especially when I was playing marksman. It really helps to focus whatever you want. You know, you can focus the minion, you can focus the creep, you can focus whoever you want. In a team fight, you just gotta get good at it. This is good especially for YSS passive. If you learn how to use it fast during team fights, it's gonna be really useful. Attack activation, I have it on fixed. This basically means when you tap your basic attack, it's gonna like kind of start chasing an enemy, if I'm not mistaken. So I have it on fixed position, which is medium, then close is, you know, really close, and then distant is distant. Like, come on, son. And this is also really important, guys. On most heroes, you usually go lowest HP. Okay, you go this on most heroes. Some people have this setting wrong where they go lowest HP percent, but basically lowest HP percent focuses on the enemy's health bar. So let's say a tank with 10,000 HP, their health bar is at 70%, and you have a marksman with like 2,000 HP and their health bar is at like 80%, let's say. This is what this is gonna do, is it's gonna focus on the tank, which you don't want that to happen, right? So you usually go lowest HP, so it focuses the squishy targets. But for YSS specifically, because of how his passive works, you usually want to go closest target. Try it out, I promise you it works. It's probably the best setting to use on them, and a lot of people don't know this. This is everything else that I have. You guys can copy it if you want. There you go. Yo guys, a skill joystick, I've had this wrong for the longest. Put it on fix, please. Fix that. Put it on fix. If you have this on tap position, every time you tap your skill, it's gonna be on a different spot, which is gonna give you a lot less accuracy. And then this is my camera movement. Nothing important. These are my buttons. If you guys wanna change anything. Alright guys, right here, as you can see, we'll be reviewing this solo queue match that I played on YSS. This was like 6 days ago when I was doing the solo to Immortal series. I think this is a pretty good game. I've had a lot of good games on him, but because this is solo queue and based on what I remember, I think I did really well on this game. We will go over this. I also remember I made some mistakes that are worth pointing out. Okay, usually guys, since the draft, since loading screen, you want to look at their draft, okay? Here, I'm actually going against, I consider, a lot of counters, actually. You know, they have the Alucard that can just keep jumping on YSS. It's a pretty good counter for him, especially in the early game. They have the Lapu that can jump you. You know, he could either flicker on you after you dash and stuff like that. They have Angela, which could like kind of up your engages. If you think you're gonna get a kill, they just get Angela out there. They also have Brody and Bell, which are a little bit more, you know, questionable, but they could actually work against YSS if you do play it right. As you guys can see right here, I start my red buff. Okay, I explained this a lot, guys. You always want to start on turtle side, because by the time you get your buff, turtle's gonna be up and your opposite buff will not be up for invasion. Okay, so I take the red, I start taking my green here. I actually, right here, I should have saved retry for Lito. I think we end up, okay, 6-7 gold. Alright. We do end up getting it, but I think in this patch, guys, you want to save your retry. You know, people used to retry right away to get the buff faster, but it's so common to embed now that it's better to save retry. If you don't use it on your buff, use it for Lito when you get it right away. Okay, as you guys can see, I'm trying my best to use the passive here to its full extent. I'm doing 1-to-1, which is the 70% damage boost that it gives you. I take all of my jungle here. I take the gold crab. I didn't check where Alucard started. Here, you see? We know this Brody has flicker. He's overextended. What do? I dash in and I wait for him to flicker before I stun him. This is something that you can do a lot, okay? You have to know the enemy's skill. You have to know their spell. You have to know their abilities. I know this Brody has a second skill, and I know he has a flicker. So I just wait for his flicker, as you guys can see. Wait for his flicker. He can second skill me because I'm so far from him, right? And then I just ult him and it's an easy kill, guys. It's an easy gank here. After that, I don't waste any time. I instantly start making my way down to the turtle, which is the main objective. Even though I don't have Retry, as you guys can see, there's a green camp down there that I can quickly grab. The Alucard is most likely there. If he's smart, he'll be invading that right now. Yeah, it's gone already. I start poking the Lapu, you know. Usually early game, you have to try to avoid team fights as much as you can because YSS is a scaling hero. So you don't do that much damage early game, right? I think here, you know, I'm trying to poke and stuff, but Ruby's dead. It's better to just keep farming and not waste any time. You know, the quicker you scale and the quicker you take all of your jungle, the better it is for you. So I take the green camp there. I'm taking red. I'm just waiting for an opportunity here. As a jungler, you just, when your jungle is up, you just, you know, you farm and you wait for an opportunity. If your team walks up, you can try to contest it. Here, we see the Lapu, we see the Alucard. I try to go for the steal. Okay, I luckily get it, and I did a really good dodge here, if you guys see, if you pay attention, right? I wait for it to be low. I hold my second skill, which does a lot of damage. So like right here, I mean, I didn't even retry, it was so low. Maybe Alucard misses retry. I think he misses retry because he tried to combo it with my second skill. But, oh no, I actually did retry. I think Alucard missed, guys. But as you guys can see, I immuned the Lapu. He actually did flicker on me. We luckily got out and we engage again. Because what do we know now? We saw Alucard use his ultimate earlier, right? We saw Lapu literally flicker out, so they literally have nothing. Maybe Bell has his ultimate, maybe, I didn't pay attention. But other than that, we can kind of wipe them here, right? I could have actually killed the Alucard, I think. But he just got out. We get the kill on the Lapu. And then we start chasing this Bell down, okay? He flickers, I try to get him, can't get him. And right here, instantly, I don't go to my blue, I don't farm my own jungle, okay? I see an opportunity, okay, I couldn't kill the Bell, it's okay. I see the Alucard slow on the map, as you guys can see, okay? Right here, guys. Alucard's low, Bell is low, the Lapu's dead, Angela probably just recalled, okay? What does this mean? This just means I can quickly take these greens right here. These two greens, always. Don't go for red, right? Red is way too deep here. Do not go for red. You take the greens, you know, maybe take this if I can. Most likely not, but take this and just, you know, that's how you usually want to plan out your rotations, especially if you're ahead. I'm only doing this again because we just won turtle. We're ahead. I'm level 6. They're poked out, they're low. And I see the opportunity right here. You see? Easy invade. Maybe, no, I don't think I went for his red here. Why am I so slow? Yo, is this in slow motion? All right. Yo, bro, do I have some kind of mental condition? There you go. Okay, right here. I know I just said don't go this deep, but my team's already here. If your team is there, it's okay. You know, the Kadira has her ultimate. If Alucard comes, you can just combo him, so it's fine. We take the red, right? We take the red. Okay, this was actually really risky, guys. This was really risky. Let's see. So I take the red and I actually dash into him because I saw him getting stunned, right? But this was very risky because Kadira actually Petri ulted him. We should have bursted, but they have Angela. So I think, okay, I almost end up dying, so it could have went wrong, but you don't want to be that greedy. You want to focus on farming as much as you can. Okay, again, this is solo queue, but my team was actually doing pretty good. Okay, right here, Angela, walking up, no ultimate, no nothing, all right? I see that without thinking it twice, I dash forward because I know it's an immunity, and I have my ultimate, and I can stun them instantly. I know my team is also here to back me up. Even though Kadira has no ult, this was also very risky, but it ended up working out. Because I know Alucard's not here, the road is far. I'm not sure if Bell had ult, so that could have been risky. But we end up baiting Angela's flicker. And as you guys can see here, this is what I said about adapting. Okay? What do they have? They have Alucard, Lapu, and they also have Angela. That's a lot of healing. So I actually prioritize Sea Halberd here. Because I know we have a Florin, she can't really get it. Maybe Ruby can get it. Bane cannot really get anti-heal like that. Kadira usually goes for burst. She could get it. But most of my team, they're probably gonna take a while. So it's good if I get it early here. Alucard actually retros my creep here. Which is, you know, is good from him. He tries to invade as well. Okay, right here, we're just waiting for Turtle. Kadira's recalling. It looks like Florin's gonna stay top. So I just try to, you know, poke out the XP because there's not really any jungle for me to farm. Right here, I see Angela ult Lapu. Instantly back away, bro. I use my ult for movement speed just in case because we don't want to die here, right? It's very bad if you die as the carry of the team. So we kind of use everything, which is bad to use everything before Turtle. But they also use the Angela ult, they use the Lapu ult, which doesn't really matter, right? Lapu has his ult fast. Right here, we see Alucard jump us, right? So we use that to our advantage. What do I know? Right here, right? He ults me. He has no first kill. Okay, he's gonna have it back because of his ultimate. And he probably has the emblem, which, you know, speeds down the cooldowns of your other skills when you ult. But I still dash over the wall because that's an advantage, as you guys can see. He has to back up. The Ruby gets him. He's really low. So here we dash out, right? We don't want to overcommit. We don't have ultimate. We don't have anything. As soon as I see him die, we back out. Because I know Lapu will have his ult back. I know the bell is right there. He can ult us, you know? So we back out. We back out. We let our team, you know, they keep going. We focus on Turtle, guys. You always want to focus the objective. We focus on getting Turtle. I do my 1-to-1s. I get Turtle and instantly help my team. Okay? That could have been really bad. That bell almost hit us, but we ended up, you know, that's getting out from it. And right here, guys, another quick gank, bro. You gotta be quick with this. Your decision making needs to be quick. I do another quick gank right here. I know I can just dash in, literally tap my ultimate, not even aim it, because he's literally right there. And it's a free kill, as you guys can see. It's really fast, bro. Like, he has no vision on us because we're on the bush, right? He probably thinks we backed out. It looks like we backed out here. No vision on us. What do? Ult, dash, ult. I mean, yeah, ult, dash, ult. What am I saying? Exactly. And then it's an easy kill, bro. Easy kill. Instantly, right after the kill, I'm invading. I'm already taking the green camps without overcommitting to red buff. I'm just taking green camps right now. I take both of his greens, right? I say retreat. No retreat, no nothing. Really risky play to invade there. And right here, guys, after minute 5, you know, you can try to grab some waves while you're doing your rotation. You know, you could never grab it from the goal laners, but from mid lane and from bot lane, you can always kind of do that, you know. So right here, I take mid, instantly go back to my jungle. I keep doing my rotation. This is literally autopilot, bro. When I stream, I be on autopilot. I do this out of muscle memory. So you're gonna wanna implant that into your brain, bro. Why do I keep saying you're gonna wanna today? Like, what am I saying, bro? Okay, right here, every time I'm farming, I'm just, you know, constantly looking at the map. I see Vel, I see the Lapu bot lane. I see him cutting lane right there. I see him overextended. So we instantly go for it. I take the little dash here. I click my ultimate. Reveal everybody's position. I know nobody's with this guy, right? The Alucard's a bit far, so we can try to go for a quick kill on him. I retry him. Again, guys, look at this. I retry him with blue retry, which slows him down, right? This is why I say this preference. Bait out his flicker, and I hold my ultimate. And then I ult him. And then as soon as I got nothing, I get out. Because I know my limits, right? I know I cannot beat Alucard without my ult, bro. I probably can't beat him without my ult. Especially if they have that. Okay, they didn't have the Angela, but still. Okay, right here, I'm just hitting him. I know I have Sea Halberd. I have to hit him. I have Sea Halberd, so I can probably win this. The Lapu has no ultimate anymore, so he's not gonna do as much damage. Maybe Angela first kill and stuff, but we probably win that because of killing spree. Okay, we get 2 kills here. Unfortunately, I can't go for more. As you guys can see, this was it was a 3 before. I think it's a pretty decent trade, but we did give Alucard a shutdown, which is really bad. You know, you don't want to give the enemy jungler a shutdown. That's just gonna get them more fed. But at this stage of the game, let's take a look at the goal, right? Let me see if I can pause this on time. Alright, right here. Most gold in the game. It could be better. I've had better games, you know. But considering this game is, you know, look at how close it is. It's like we're 1.5k ahead, bro. So it's like really close. Yo, bro, what? Okay, right here I decide to go for bot lane. In my opinion, I could have went for turtle, you know. But I prioritize farming here. I should have at least told my team like, yo, don't do turtle or save retreat or something, you know, if I'm gonna trade bot lane. So right here I'm like, I'm already late. I might as well push, you know. But I'd say here it was better to go turtle. But at the same time, I know they can't do it, right? They can't really do it, but my team's fighting. So I just go for the second tier. Somebody's pinging me, bro. I know. I should have helped them here, guys. But this is still not that bad of a play because I'm still getting a trade, you know. I'm getting something. They didn't even get turtle. So I'm like, you know, I got the bot tower. I'm pushing second tier. I'm getting his blue. It's a trade, you know. You want to trade. You always want to trade something. You can also just prioritize helping your team. I say here in that situation, it's better to go and help your team on the turtle fight. Here I see that Brody. I know he doesn't know I don't know why he walked up like this. That's a mistake from him. But instantly, I take advantage of the situation. As you guys can see right here, his whole team is revealed. He's completely by himself. Even if Angela ults him, I can probably burst him, right? So we just go for it. I literally two-shot him. I take the blue, and I'm pretty sure I go bot, right? Yeah, this is good, guys. I take the second tier. I got the marksman. I don't think they can do lore. Without Brody, they literally can't lore. Alucard's not strong enough at this stage of the game. I don't think he has that much lifesteal to take lore yet, right? Because I don't think he has endless battle. But right here, let's see. Yeah, I overstayed a little bit. I should have just left because obviously they're coming back to defend. They're gonna flank me. I have no ultimate. Florian's dead. She has no ult. This was a bad decision. So as you guys can see, the Vel just comes. He ults me, flanking us. I try to get out, right? Oh, I actually did get out. What am I saying? I'm thinking of another thing. Okay, we go back in because our team is here. So we go back in here, which is good. Instantly. We're adapting. Wait for his flicker again. Again, ult them. Always wait for the flicker before you ult. If you know you can chase them down. We got 3 pickups right there, so I'm instantly going to lore. Even if the Brody's bush camping here, it's too many of us. He can't do nothing. So I don't care about, you know, I don't care about dashing nowhere. I don't care about the bushes. They can't do nothing. Your playstyle should change on every game depending on the enemy team comp, depending on your comp. You gotta keep all these things on your mind, right? Because, you know, if they were all alive, if they had a Kadira, if they had a bush camping hero like that, I would be a lot more careful. But I know what was they? what was actually they? I know I can freely move around here, so it doesn't really matter. I'm being really aggressive and taking advantage of it. Oh, I thought he was gonna walk into that bush. Okay, silly me. Bell has so much movement speed, guys. You can't really. The Bane just flicker and spits on him. Like what, bro? I dash into a Lapu here, which is, you know, you usually don't want to do that. I just know because we have number advantage, my whole team is there. So I just dash into him. But it's still bad, you know. Look at how low I got. I almost died actually. Like what? Thank God we had the flooring all, bro. So that was bad. You gotta be careful when you dash in, bro. Like if you're not sure you're gonna win the fight or get the kill, just don't, bro, because it's very risky and it makes you like really vulnerable. Okay, bro, what am I doing? Maybe I didn't know that Alucard was around, but I mean that is unusual for him to be here when they're losing, but it came out good, you know. That was actually a good play from him. Right here I was like, yo, Florian, stun him, but she missed. But you know, it's my fault. I should have been more careful. Alright, I was a little bit greedy. My mind was clouded. I'm not thinking straight right now. But look though. As soon as I see him trying to do something on me, boom, I'm out of there. What you doing, son? I'm out of there. I am getting endless battle right now after War Axe. So the build is a little bit weird, but it's working out, you know, because as you guys can see, they don't have like a real strong front line. The Alucard is full damage. Lapu, we don't gotta worry about him. The true damage plus the Sea Halberd should be enough. So we end up going for no pen, but we do go for anti-heal, which is very necessary in this game. Let's see. Okay, so right here, because Lord is up, I'm staying around top. So I can try to slow push it. As you guys can see, I camp here for a very long time. We see the wave is pushing in. What does this mean? Obviously, they're gonna come here, boom, 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 boom. They're gonna try to defend it. So I camp for a kill. Kadira's here. If anybody walks around here, they're dead. I'm here. I got my bow dash combo. I can literally two-shot people at this stage of the game, guys. YSS Lakem is very strong. You guys see? Brody? Again, I saved my ult. Bro, you gotta keep in track the flickers and stuff, because I'm pretty sure he had no flicker here. I just didn't know. I thought he had flicker, right? So I'm holding my ult as much as I can. But to be honest, I could have just tapped it there and it would have been, you know, an easy kill. I almost died here. If this flooring is saving me so many times. I made a lot of mistakes actually. The flooring ult is just crazy. But yeah, we gotta pick off. I'm healing a little bit. The Bane dies actually. YSS against Alucard. YSS most of the time is gonna lose. Unless you're ahead, unless you're snowballing. But when it comes to late game, YSS usually wins. I know this, so I see Alucard, you know, I see the whole team right here. It's 3. Brody's dead. Angela could have ult. Don't know. But I'm still confident, right? That's all that matters. Like, so I go for it, right? Obviously, I don't want them to take lore for free. As soon as Alucard sees it, he dashes out, right? He goes for the 1v1. I do have Sea Halberd, I have anti-heal, I have true damage. I have a lot of items, a lot of core items on my kit, so I can actually 1v1 this guy. I just have to play correctly, right? You just want to literally, bro, dash into him, right? You know, I dash into him and I ult him. Because I think that's the most effective way, bro. Sometimes you can hold it, sometimes, you know, you can try to outplay him with dashes, dashing over the wall and stuff. Instantly, I don't give him time for anything. I don't give him time to combo, I stun him instantly. I dash behind, I retro him to slow him down. I pop his rose gold. Oh my god, I need sleep. I pop his rose gold. And we end up winning the 1v1, you know? This could have went a lot differently if Alucard had, you know, if he had Queen's Wings, or if he just itemized better, because I think he went something like Sky Pierce, so his build was definitely chopped. But we end up, you know, we played it right, in my opinion. We played it right, because we instantly ult him, we don't give him time for anything. We don't give him time to think. We get the passive with that shot, we hit him from afar. Stuff like that, you know, you want to combo like that usually. Right here, we know Alucard's dead, so I start baiting the lore while looking at the map. Okay, here, I'm pretty look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this, guys, look at this, very important, okay? They don't see me here, right? They don't see me here, they're too focused on other people. I'm out of vision. Usually you have, you know, you have a certain vision camp on your screen that you can see, you know? It's a vision camp like this, you know? So right here, because, you know, I've been playing this for so long, I know nobody sees me here. So I go through this bush right here to flank them, you know? They're not gonna expect me here. They think we're still doing lore. So I go right here. As soon as I see him, I ult, dash in, ult him, he can't move, and I two-shot him. Instantly, I go for the Brody. I know I can win, it's Laken. He can't do nothing. I know I win this, so I go for it, alright? We see Lapu plus Angela. They don't have ult. They don't have ult. We do have Florian. The Florian heals are crazy here, guys. The Florian heals are insane. I almost clutched this up. This is what I was talking about earlier. This would have been crazy, bro. But you guys can see, I get that. I tried to live. Look at his health, bro. And he just smacks me with the ult. Like, what? Alright, bro, calm down. You're a grown man, bro. We actually, Bane ends up getting the lore because Bane is Bane. Bane is so broken in this patch. You know what I mean? Let's see. We see a team fight starting right here. I said retreat because I don't have my ult, but right now I don't have a choice but to help them. I immune the Vel. I dashed forward, which was really stupid, but here. We see Alucard all by himself. As you guys can see, Angela no ult. She already ulted. Alucard overstayed, clearing the wave here for some reason. That was really stupid from him. We take advantage of the situation still, and we just two-shot him. Like, what are you doing, kid? You can't be doing that. We focus on getting the inhib. You always want to focus, you know, getting inhibs over kills here, obviously. We look for an opportunity. We look for an opening here. We can't really walk up to basic attacker for free. So right now I know, okay, we got both of their inhibs. It's impossible for us to get the mid, right? Without lore, without nothing, when they're all alive. I keep farming, bro. Even if I'm full build, right? I still gotta get my buffs. I can get enough gold to item swap and stuff. Like I can sell Honor Strike and get immortality. Stuff like that, right? So even here, farming is fine. Alright? And then we go to their jungle. Because I see the Kadira camping. We go to their jungle. They actually found him on the bush, so they know we're here. But I think it's okay. Okay, Alucard is not even here. In this situation, you just, you know, you try to freeze. This is rank, so I'm just going in. I don't care, bro. Right here, guys. Oh, yo, the flooring ult plus the immortality. That was a crazy bait. Alucard's bad, so we have number advantage. That's the only reason I went for this here, right? Alucard bad, number advantage. Instantly. Fight. I go in. I go crazy. I bait myself. I buy ammo. I get out. I live. Right? And then what happens? Let me see. Because this was 6 days ago, bro. I get the kill. Angela's literally 1 HP. I lose my immortality, so we back out. We don't want to die, obviously. Get my Honor Strike back. And then I have to take care of bot. Lord's about to be up, so we gotta fix bot lane, guys. We can't just let, you know, even if we have enhanced minions, the Alucard could be camping there. We don't know that. Right? He's camping there. What am I doing? Yo, bro, what am I doing? What am I doing? Like, I know this, but he doesn't. The me 6 days ago doesn't know that he's obviously there. What are you doing? Bro. Alright. Like, what, bro? What excuse did I make? Yeah, I'm dead. People were literally spamming sounds while I was trying to do a coaching. Alright, bro, I'm not even... I don't even care about this match. I'm talking about some other stuff. We actually don't have Vayne here. So it's a 4v5. It's bad to go for this. I try to go for Bell. And as soon as I don't catch him, I back out because I can't get him. I just use Red Street to get out. If Lord is up, guys, and your team is not walking up, you can't contest it. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to go for the steal, right? You're most likely just gonna die. So that was bad for me. That was actually bad for me. Alright? And then let's see. Right here. Okay, I know their waves are not synced, so I instantly go mid to clear the lore. Lapu jumps in. I use my ult for some movement speed so I can get out. We just have to focus on defending mid here. So I ult them, try my best to, you know, chunk them down a little bit. Bell gets a really good ult here, but the Alucard, like, I think that Alucard's full damage, guys. Maybe he has rose gold, but he's like, he's so squishy, you see? He gets two-shotted there. So we just get him. I go in for the Lapu. I see his wings pop. I know I can't go for more, so I just get out. I dashed out. And then here's a 4v4 actually. Let's see. Angela has a really low cooldown, so she may have her ult back. I just focus on getting blue here. I see that the Lapu is actually really low. Okay, here, instead of going for Lapu, right? Because I know he's really tanky with the Angela, I try to go for the backline. As you guys can see, very good. I go for the backline. What did I buy, bro? Did I try to buy immortality, but it wasn't ready? I think that's what happened. No, I actually got rose gold. Yo, I only lived here because I got rose gold, bro. I'm so good, bro. It's not even a debate anymore. Like, what? Okay, here I should have went mid with my team, guys, but I was really low, so I try to get as many minions as I can. In case, you know, in case they clear mid and stuff. I was just so low HP, guys. And then here we just have to get Alucard and it's over. So I just two-shot him and it's over. And yeah, that's about it, man. Like I said, I've had some, you know, I've had some decent games on him. Like the one from today even, it was a pretty good game. But I think it was like trio or something. He just chugged beer. Yeah, like the savage you guys saw earlier on the video, it was from today, bro. But like, you know, what was this? Yeah, this was trio. So I wanted to use this. You know, I did so much damage. I did pretty good this game, but I wanted to do a even if you look at my gold, how much gold do I have? I have 12,000 gold, almost 13k, and they just has 7.8, which is good. But I wanted to use a solo game as an example. But yeah, that pretty much covers it. I hope this video really helped you guys. I'm doing this at what, 2 a.m. I'm recording this. Let me know if you guys enjoy this type of videos. This is a guide, you know. And let me know what hero you want me to do next. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking, you know, maybe Joy, Haya. They're really popular right now. They're meta, and it could be complicated for some people, you know. So I could do one on those. But yeah, guys, that's about it.